Hey, my elevators. This is Elle Beecham, owner, creator, and founder of the Elevate Movement, which is a naturopathic approach to healing and mental health services. Friends, how many of us have them? Like, how many of us have them? I just recently experienced a situation with someone, who I would consider to be a friend. And just over, a course of years, I've learned that, the person, I can't even say that who I thought this person was. What I can absolutely say is that I overlooked so many things when it came down to her behavior, when it came down to her mannerisms, the things that she did, out in public, her promiscuity, some of her mental health crisis, outbursts, breakdowns, the lack of emotional intelligence. Like, I learned so much in this about myself. Now, from looking at that friend, and we are no longer friends, and I no longer have the desire to be that person's friend, right? But I learned that because I was operating from an area of lack where I wanted friends, I made the video about day ones and day twos. Day ones are people, that you grew up with. Day twos are people who you meet later on in life, and they propel you into other areas in your life. And I was under the impression that the people that I were meeting at this juncture in my life would be the ones that, I could potentially do business with. I could have business meetings with. I could talk grown-up stuff with. I didn't have to worry about my business being out there. I didn't have to worry about things being repeated and all of that, right? Ignorant on my part. So in this situation, I learned that, a lot of my business had been repeated and, was being told. And it wasn't even that person's story to tell, but they were telling my story. And I didn't appreciate it, right? So what did I learn? What I learned was I overlooked some things because I was operating from lack, or so I thought. I wanted friendship, and I compromised some of the things that I knew may have been wrong, or overlooked some stuff that I shouldn't have just for the sake of friendship. I also spared feelings. I spared their feelings and sacrificed mine. What does that mean? And sometimes I would not tell her exactly how I felt because I felt like it would hurt her feelings, or I didn't know how to tell her, like, you're just a bitch, or you're needy, you're clingy as fuck, you're insecure, you're jealous, you can't be happy, for other people because you want it so bad for yourself that you can't congratulate other people. You want to be invited, and everybody don't want you around. That's the reason you're not being invited to trips or, outings or whatever. But it helped me to see, like, where I had come from. I used to be a glass half empty person. I had to learn to be a glass half full person, which means I can now see the other side. I can see something positive in every situation, even if it's hurtful. So even in this friendship, God is showing me, just because it's something you want, don't be oblivious, don't turn a blind eye. Don't be careless in your decisions and stuff, right? So I learned a lot. Like, when I tell you I learned a lot, I learned that my business was being told. I learned that not only was she telling my business, but she was telling other, friends' business as well. And while, this is small, I just never thought that, at this age that I would be going through this kind of stuff. But I learned a lot. I learned more so. I learned so much about myself through people. And God uses people that we care about to show us ourselves. So I learned that I still have a void. I still desire friendship. I still want that. I yearn for that. So friends, how many of us have them? I know that I have to be a friend in order to have friends. So she just was not the right friend, but she was the right person to teach me this lesson. Now my next, group of people that I meet or whatever, I'm absolutely going to move different. I don't know if I'll be so transparent or upfront, in the beginning. I don't know if I'll be so open and inviting into my personal space and my personal life and all that. Like, I just know that some things will change. Not that I have trust issues, but that I need to be careful, right? That I need to give things some time and allow it to bloom and to blossom and not rush it because I want it so bad. So I hope this video, helps somebody. I just didn't know that women at 50 years old still, running their mouth like the faucet, just running and just telling stuff and, talking about people that I'm dating or whatever. Like, that ain't nobody goddamn business. Like, if I were to tell your boyfriend what goes on when we took trips and all of this, honey, you wouldn't have a boyfriend, okay? So, but I'm just not that kind of person. Like, I feel like it's punishment enough for me and another one of her friends, to decide that we no longer wanted to be her friend. And I just feel like the soul contract that we shared, the friendship, it ended. Like, we went as high as we could go. And that was just it. So keep loving, keep being intentional with your growth, keep forgiving, keep communicating, keep being the best person that you can be. Be intentional with you. Like, put your best foot forward. Do all the things that make you happy and that are fulfilling to you. So until my next video, elevators, have a good weekend.